morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber. Today we are Vlogtember 11th, and I just want to take a quick minute off the top and just say, well, it's not really happy. It's not really a happy day per se, but today is the day in the U.S., in the United States, that we remember a very tragic time in our country's history. And me being a patriotic person, I wanted to take a minute and let's not forget what happened on 9/11 many years ago now at this point. It's something I was alive and I was around for, so it's just crazy to think, and it happened in our history, a day that, you know, that we were one of the days on our calendars that we have either a holiday or a Remembrance Day for. And this one is very important to remember and not forget. We will never forget. I am one of the few people that can actually honestly say I have forgotten where I was on that day. Now, like specifically, I know I was at school, in high school. I was in my high school building, but where I was, like, within the building when it happened, it was during, it occurred during my first period class, which would have been, I want to say I went to, was it band? I had band. I was in band, and I think I was in band. I don't know. Anyway, if you know what 9/11 is about and why we remember it, then that's all I really, need to say. The Twin Towers in New York City were taken out by planes, and lots of people lost their lives, and ever since then, all the people that have been affected since because of the events of that day. But anyway, I don't want this to be like a somber episode of my vlog dailies. My eye is like starting to water, y'all, sorry. It must be dry in the house this morning. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I want to talk about what I did yesterday. So I was looking around at all my projects that I have sitting around. I didn't touch the cowl yesterday, which is sitting in this pink bag. I think I did one row on a row or two on my mom's blanket, but the one blanket I actually focused more on yesterday was the cat's meow. I said, I really need to get quite a bit done on that. So I did. I didn't X a certain spot out. Hold on. Let me grab my pencil. Well, I X on both sides, and I didn't do it on the other side. So I actually got more done on this than I did on anything else. 5 rows done yesterday on it. Pretty happy about that. So I have this pencil that I mark off, and I'm almost done with page 2. Look at this. Like, I only have this right here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 rows left on this page. Yay! Maybe 2 days worth of work if I don't know. 2 or 3 days worth of work, depending on how much I get done. And what else I work on. The other, let me show you this before I get into that. So, I actually took my blanket and I split up the yarn into 2 baskets. So now I have to carry on these 2 baskets and squish the basket below. So the yarn's gonna get squished. And I know I told my husband not to squish the yarn. But I needed to do this because I am now using, because I made it to the point where I am using 8 strands of yarn now. I don't think it goes any higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. goes down to 4. Oh, yeah. It goes up to, okay. And that goes down to 2. Okay. 2 colors, not 2 stitches, because that would be weird. I laid this out on my bed, y'all. This blanket is not gonna be Boggy Creek size. It'll probably end up being a staff member at the camp. Sorry, kids, but I am not frogging this out to try again. It is way too much work into it. So, let me carefully get this out because, like I said, I have these 2 baskets stacked. How did I have these in here? Okay. Oh, I think it's this way. Okay. So, oh, why are we so, oh, because we're pinched between the 2 baskets. I'm like, why are we so stiff? So, this doesn't look any different. Although, it is getting wider and wider here, and skinnier here. And then, oh, hold on. There's the tip of the tail. Ah, it's coming out, y'all. Look, it's so cute. And I almost want to keep this for myself, but I took on the challenge to make this for Boggy Creek. I will make it for Boggy Creek. It just may not go to a kid because, like I said, I don't think it's going to be the right size. I think it's going to be too big. And that's okay. You know what? I took on the challenge and I didn't quite succeed. And, you know, that's okay. You know, like Michelle was saying, you know, sometimes mistakes you have to go back and fix and all this. And sometimes mistakes aren't mistakes, they're happy accidents. Well, this one's a happy accident for an adult. But also, you know, it's not a failed attempt. Well, yeah, it's a failed attempt. It's not a it doesn't make me a failure. It just means I just didn't succeed at this challenge, and that's okay. I tried the challenge. I did try multiple times to get the right size. I am using a 5mm crochet hook on this thing. To make it small enough, I would have to gone down another hook, half a hook to hook size on this. Anywhere from a 4 to 4.5. That would have been tiny. Well, not tiny, but you know, it just, yeah. So anyway, I'm getting it done. That's what matters. And I will succeed in finishing it. It just may not be a success in the size, which is okay. I will send it to Boggy Creek or, you know, whoever. I need to sit down and figure out if Juan the Yarn Addict in Delaware is closer to ship to, or if it's cheaper, not necessarily closer, or if Nancy at She's Got Yarn 2, who's in Florida, who's closer to Boggy Creek, if she would be cheaper. Not closer, because I'm thinking in my head, if I were to draw a line and go, you know, they'd probably be almost the same distance from where I'm at. Maybe. I don't know, because I know Delaware's, you know, up on the East Coast, up on the Northeast there, and then she's down in Florida somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where in Florida she's at. So I guess I just need to use a shipping service and figure out which one would be cheaper and go with that. I have a feeling it's going to be Nancy, but that's okay. Somebody will show off my blankets. I am not entirely, like, if my blankets get shown, my blankets get shown. I'm one of those people where, yeah, I want it to happen, but if it doesn't, it's like, eh, it's a bummer, but, oh well, I'll move on. Oh, so the other thing I did yesterday is I finally picked up my knitting needles and tried my hand at it to see if I could, I watched a video. And I'm pretty proud of myself. Like, I watched a video and I picked it up pretty quick. Like, I actually surprised myself at what my brain remembered. Like, I tried both the continental and English style of knitting this piece that I'm working on, and oh, let me grab it and then I'll talk. I feel pretty confident in both of them. They both feel right to me, for the most part. The English style, which is the right-handed yarn over with my hand, or holding the yarn with my hand, feels... The thing is both... I told Michelle this yesterday. I was like, they both feel... Or I'm working them both just as quick. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm almost an ambidextrous knitter. Of all the things to be ambidextrous for. Crocheting? No, I can't do that. I cannot hold my hook in my left hand and crochet because no, it's one way. Right-handed. But knitting, like, picked up my needles. And I didn't just practice stitches. I picked up a project, like, straight out. I found a video on YouTube to follow and for dishcloth, and I got to watching it and I went, I am pretty sure I've made one of these before, and that might be part of why it's working up so evenly. Like, I'm actually quite impressed. Okay, enough of not showing you. I gotta show you guys this. So look, there's my knitting. I can't tell if my tension's even or not. I mean, I feel like there's a bump right here where it might be a little loose or tighter. I don't know, but and there's one right here. But it is a dishcloth. Turn it around here. That is you create a border as you work it. And it's actually worked in a corner to corner style. So I have to work up to 47 stitches, so I have to increase. I'm already increasing, y'all. Super easy. And it is definitely slower. Yeah, it's definitely slower. But I have to work up to 47 stitches on here. And I'm trying to see if... I'm trying to fix this so I can see where I'm at. Oh, here we go. My yarn's all tangled here. So I have, and I don't know how this, you see how loose that loop is? How is that turning into that and not being loose? as I wanted to say crochet it, as I knit it. Knitting is definitely not something I'm gonna do all the time, but it's just, I wanted to pick it up and just see what I could remember. Well, I didn't do this off of just memory. I had to watch videos. I watched 2 videos on making a dishcloth, and I went with the second one. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. So I have, what, 13 more well, not increases, but I have 13 more stitches to put on here before I start doing whatever I do next, which would be working my way back across, or working my way back to the other corner, which would be partially decreasing the whole time. So I have to go back and watch the video that I started to see what the next step is. And that's how I usually do things, is I like to watch videos through. Now, the one I'm using to do this, I didn't watch all the way through because I'd already watched the first one, which was very similar, a very similar pattern to this one. So I didn't feel like I needed to, per se. So, but like with Juan's videos when he makes the tutorials for projects, not the stitch tutorials, but like the project ones, I will, or anybody's, I'll watch them straight through just to give them the watch hour for one, or the watch time. And then I will go through and I'll work step by step through it, unless I get to a point where I know how to keep going, you know, and then I don't refer to the videos as often anymore. But I'm actually kind of excited about this. Again, I'm not going to be doing too much of it. I didn't want to, you know, copy one right off the bat and do like a shawl or something, so I was like, I'll do the dishcloth. That's easy enough to kind of, you know, whip up in a sense. So I meant to plug my phone in. Oh well, I'll plug it in while it uploads. But I don't think I think I worked a row or so on this. No, I didn't. It's still on the same. I didn't touch this yesterday either, so there's no update on that. Like I said, I think the knitting and the cat's meow blanket is what I worked on, and I think that's what I'm gonna do today, is the cat's meow and maybe a little of the knitting. So tomorrow may be a repeat, who knows? But you know, I may need to put the cat's meow down today and take a break from it, and that's why I like this assembly lining it. You know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blankets. Well, I have lots of blankets going, but the ones I'm assembly lining during the day, I have 3 blankets. The 4th one is the C2C that I'm working on. And I keep calling you Kristen. Kristen's the daughter. KK, whenever you watch this, I have actually moved to 2 rows a day, because I did a row yesterday morning catching up for the night before, because I didn't do one the night before. So I did a row during the time that it took to upload my video and do all the stuff that after I was done editing and exporting. While it exports, I worked up a row, and I went, I think I might, and I did a row before bed last night. So I was like, I think I'm gonna do a row in the morning while I'm waiting for my stuff to load to YouTube, and then and while I'm watching Kim at Fortunate Creations on her live, hanging out with her and all my friends there, and then I'll do a row before bed. Or, you know, I may pick up another project before bed. But the cat's meow and my mom's blanket require me to sit where I'm like either in a chair like this, where the yarn is in front of me on the floor, because of the strands of yarn that I'm hooked to. So the ones that I can work on in my bed are like this Chris's Hug Throw, and then the C2Cs. Because those are, well, okay, the C2C, I am holding 2 strands of yarn together, but they're coming from the side, and it works out. You know, it does slow me down just a smidge. I did have to attach a new variegated yarn to my yellow C2C last night. So I think I'm going to work up until the solid runs out and hopefully make it to the end of a row. And then I think I'm going to start decreasing down, because I'm only going to get maybe 1 more row out of the solid from what I could see last night. So we'll see. Yeah, so today I'm actually not going to be doing any school with the kids. We have a Bible study that is finally starting up today. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be the first time I've attended this Bible study without either of my 2 besties with me. It's sad, because they both moved away. So now the one, she could technically come, but it's a 45-minute drive, maybe 30-minute drive for her. And that's just, you know, I don't blame her for trying to go to a church that's closer to where she's at to do a Bible study. So, but even if she was still living here close to me, she wouldn't be here anyway today, because she's down in Florida at the beach with her family that they do every year. So I would be going to Bible study by myself, but it's different knowing that she would be coming back the next week versus what it's like today, where she's not going to be going to Bible study with me anymore. And so I'm just sad, you know. I miss my besties. We don't stay in touch very good, but that's just because we're busy, you know, but we do have phones and we can text each other, but we just, you know, we're so busy that the texting goes long time between. So I don't know. It's hitting me a little bit that I will never be able to replace my besties. That's not what I'm saying, but just, you know, I'm not saying I'm lonely. I'm not lonely. It's just, it's like, whoa. The people that I did things on a regular basis with, I don't have around anymore. So it's a little strange for sure, but that's okay. I have friends in a whole different way now. You guys are all besties too. So I think I'm gonna get off of here. Oh, look at that, 20 minutes. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give Juan a run for his money with this whole gift of gab. Because apparently I come on here going, what am I gonna talk about? And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh, okay. Apparently I had a few things to say. But I don't know. I don't know that I could go for an hour like this with nothing to show. That's why I like having some progress to show you guys and have something to talk about. So that's why I'm always trying to do something new, or, you know, I do have a premiere order coming that I'll get to show you guys. I bought a bunch of yarn that was on clearance, on their clearance tab and sale tab. I did not go and buy any brand new because I was like, I need to stick to the sales and the clearances. And then it goes, you're only like $11 away or something, $9 away or something from a free shipping. I'm like, well, fine. I'll find another set of yarn to put in there. So I hit the, you know, hit the free shipping mark. I hate those. I hate those marketing ploys because they get you every time. I did not need to spend what I spent. And so therefore that's why I'm not getting my 22 needle or 22 pin Addy knitting machine, because I spent what I would have spent on that, on the yarn. So I'm going to wait, hold out and hope and pray that this Addy knitting machine 22 pin stays at 80 bucks and I'll buy it in October. Oh, and I'm trying to think of when I want to do my celebration live. Juan has his channelversary, you know, podiversary, whatever, in September, and it's coming up soon, so I don't want to do it in September. Marianne has hers in October, and I was thinking November, but now Kim is doing hers from Fortunate Creations at the end of November. Hers is almost towards the end of November, so I'm thinking I might do mine the first week or so of November. I just gotta keep an eye on my schedule. That's the thing, is with camping, I don't want to schedule it and then my husband go, we're gonna go camping this weekend. And I go, well, I am not doing my celebration live. Not here. Like, it's gonna be here at my house because, one, I'm gonna have full Wi-Fi internet. I'm not gonna have any issues with the internet. clear sound, like all the stuff. Clear video, clear audio, no Wi-Fi issues. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna do it here because then I don't want to drag everything with me, and I don't know. I want to do it here in the comfort of my home and not have to worry about anything, and I just need to schedule it on a night that he knows that I need to be left alone and not be bothered for an hour or two. So, all right, y'all. It's been great. It's been 25 minutes of me jabbering at you. So, I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. It is already Wednesday. Like, yesterday felt like Wednesday. Today does not feel like Wednesday, even though it is. But I actually do need to... Actually, I don't need to get up and get around just yet. It's only 6:40, so... I do need to get this video edited and uploaded so that way I can focus on getting ready with breakfast and getting dressed with the kids so we can head out to Bible study this morning. So I hope you guys have a great hump day, and don't forget, it is a beautiful day to be kind and positive and make something beautiful. And we'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye!